Welcome to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown.
What is up? I have no idea. What is up, folks? How we doing?
Yeah.
How's it hanging?
Hanging great, man. How's everybody doing? I just had something pop up that said that we were blocked, so I'm not sure. Hopefully everybody can see us okay.
Yeah, we're up on everything.
Yeah, I know. It's just weird that it popped up and said we were blocked.
As soon as we went up.
That was stupid.
So, yo, what up, guys? How's it hanging?
Yes.
How we doing? It's Monday Night Raw day.
Monday Night Raw.
What up? So, tonight. Actually, I thought the show was pretty
Hey,
decent.
Scott.
What is up, dude? I think tonight's show was actually pretty decent. I rather enjoyed it. I think there were a lot of promos tonight.
Yes. Wrestling Twitter was interesting today.
Yes. Yeah, so I think tonight's show was good. I feel like there was like wrestling, but I feel like there wasn't as much as like there generally is, of like pointless, meaningless matches, which is probably because 95% of their jobber talent was in the crowd, so they can't really do a whole bunch of meaningless, nothingless matches when all of their people are watching.
But they were doing everything, and then now they have no wrestling. What they do is, I mean, I'm cool with promos and things like that, but what they, the whole idea, you have a crowd, have wrestling.
Well, yeah, they did have wrestling, but I feel like there
Watching this because I fell asleep after Cruise one.
They had wrestling on their show tonight, but I feel like it was less than we generally get, and it was more promos. And I think, it was good, and I enjoyed the show. Just there were less of the meaningless jobber matches that, last 2 minutes at a time, and when you have 4 of them on a show, it's, just too much. So, I like that we had less of that.
I guess.
More
just,
substance,
Yeah. Why don't you just put those people in the ring and not do the promos?
Well, but what's the problem with them cutting promos, though? Because I feel
I'm fine with promos, but, you have somewhat of a crowd, and you do a lot of promos.
Well, first, these girls were in the crowd, and standing for 3 hours is a drag. Yeah! They were pre-taping a whole bunch of stuff today, for the weekend or whatever, and the NXT wrestlers were standing there the entire time. Didn't get, sit down, nothing. It's like, what?
Yes.
So, yeah. They have a crowd. They're using the NXT wrestlers as the crowd for now, finally, only a month after, AEW has been doing their superstars in the crowd.
Well, they have all the...
WWE's finally decided to hop on that bandwagon. I think they should have done it a lot sooner, because I think some of their shows would have been better over the last couple of weeks.
I don't think...
Did you?
I don't know.
You probably should check, dude.
I better check now.
Did you spell something wrong? See, then people are going to come in here and they're going to laugh at you.
What are the faux dodges?
So, I think WWE should have hopped on the bandwagon a couple weeks ago when AEW did the wrestlers in the crowd.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess better late than never.
No, I put Stooges.
I guess.
I'm good.
I guess. But whatevs.
I'm good.
So, let's go ahead and hop into the show.
Hop into the show.
So, we start off with the KO show. Kevin says, hey folks, what's up? Welcome NXT Talent. How you doing? Later tonight, you didn't pull up the chat thing.
Why didn't you do that?
I don't know. Because
we probably got somebody chatting and Twitch and...
Generally you do that, and I just noticed that you don't have that on there. But I digress.
We'll get it.
So, Kevin says...
If you're in Twitch, if you're chatting to us, we'll be there in just a minute.
Kevin says, later tonight,
I will... You don't feel left out, and we don't feel left out.
Left out? You don't feel left out?
Hey, you know what I'm saying.
But do we really?
No?
So, Kevin says later tonight I'm going to fight Angel Garza and yada yada yada. So we're going to get to that later. He brings out Asuka. That's a special guest. Asuka starts off a Becky chant to begin with, which I thought was kind of funny. Kevin then shouts out Becky and is like, yeah, she's got new t-shirts on the shop. You know, the man is now the mom. You're welcome, Becky. And I thought that was funny. After that, they then play the video from last week of Asuka and Kairi celebrating.
Doesn't make sense. Yes, we're
gonna get to that, man. So they do the what's it called? The video of last week of Asuka and Kairi celebrating, and then the Kairi, not them, because it wasn't Asuka, but Kairi got the crap kicked out of her by Nia Jax, and then they had Asuka beating up Nia Jax, and they showed all of that. So then Asuka yells, and she says Kairi's small and cute, and then she gets cut off by Charlotte's music. Charlotte comes out, she says, I want to be honest with you, that Raw Women's Championship should have been handed to me. Point blank. Should have been handed to moi. Says, you've never beaten me. WrestleMania 34, 32, 33, 34? Whichever one it was, I don't remember. You've never beaten me. SmackDown?
I felt the US title match should have been on the end of the second hour or the start of the third, besides seeing Charlotte 3 times a week. I'm good with everything else. Yes.
That's about where I am, give or take.
I don't know if Io will... If Io turns on Asuka, doesn't that kind of kill every one of their tag teams?
You mean Kairi?
Or Kairi, sorry.
Yeah. So... Charlotte's like, you've never beaten me. Then Natalya comes out, and I'm like, great, this is where we're going with this segment.
I was Elijah's post. He was talking about Io turning on Asuka.
Oh, well, Kairi.
Yeah, Kairi.
But whatever. So then Natalya comes out, she's like, I want to apologize to you and the entire KO Show staff. Yeah. I apologize. Because I'm a good dude. Okay, then. So then, Charlotte's like, you know... Sucking up to Kevin isn't going to make you less relevant. You understand that, right? So, like, less relevant? More relevant? Isn't going to make you more relevant?
Yeah, it should be more relevant.
More relevant. I wrote less relevant.
Yeah, more relevant.
Whatever, you know what I mean. And then Nia comes out, she tells everybody off. She's like, y'all suck, and I'm going to take the championship from Asuka. What do you think we'll do? So then, Kevin is like, Asuka, whatever you do, just don't hit Nia in the face. Then a fight ensues, and Asuka stands tall, and that's the segment.
Yeah.
I was cool with it. I just don't love the whole Charlotte comes out, then Natalya comes out, then Nia comes out, like, because we know where that's going. It's just annoying, you know?
Clark.
Because they do it all the time. And it really is just, like, so, not good, so.
I feel like the tag teams will get booked for the everything you can do, I can do better thing. Yeah, that's stupid. Hello,
Hey, James, what's up? So we then get an Apollo Crews interview. Says he will defeat Andrade and will become the new U.S. champ. Then we get Andrade versus Apollo Crews. I thought this was a good match.
He's like psychic or something.
The only outcome that could have come from this was Apollo walking out with the U.S. title. Andrade has beat Apollo like three times in some capacity of a match, and Apollo just needed the win. So giving him the U.S. championship, I am 100% fine with this. Cool, fine by me. So during this match, there was a weird Garza interview.
Yes.
Garza interview, like in the very middle of it.
Yes.
And it was like, what are we doing with him?
Nobody knows.
I don't get it.
No clue.
So,
do you think, who do you think was more of a draw in Canada, Bret Hart or Hulk Hogan? Probably Bret Hart. Probably depends on where you were at.
Charlotte is becoming the female Triple H. She can put on a good match and put the right people over. But it's the same thing over and over. Elijah. We're going to get to that in just a minute. I'm going to talk about Charlotte. Because I got a lot to say.
Hopefully he gets a decent run. Yes, hopefully he will get a decent run. How you doing, Export?
Export, what's up? So Apollo won, and then as Apollo was celebrating, Andrade's backstage, like throwing things around. At one point in this match, this really made me angry because I very much so dislike when they do this. Zelina got hit. Zelina got hit by Andrade. Or, well, she didn't even get hit. She just kind of got, like, knocked off the edge of the apron, right? And I'm like...
Garza versus Paula? Possibly.
Hold up. Wait a minute. I hate when they do this. Because I feel like they think we're stupid and that we don't remember that Zelina has had matches before and that Zelina is a wrestler. So, like, when she gets hit when they're outside the apron, and honestly, this doesn't just apply to Zelina. This applies.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Justin.
This applies.
I've been working on my look.
This applies to any manager.
Is he talking to you or me?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
I look young all the time. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Then he must be talking to me.
I guess so. Jeez. Calling me old?
Garza Pinzo.
Jeez, dude.
I know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about me because my skin is glowing.
I know.
Glowing.
I had glowing skin once.
God.
At one time, my skin glowed. Yeah, you.
That's
not even specific. Yeah, you. Garza needed that win.
Okay, so the issue, anyways.
Yeah.
Gleen is glowing.
Thanks, man.
Not you, Maven. You young. That's what I was saying in the first place. I was like, I'm already young. But I mean, maybe I look extra young because my skin is like, whoa. But I mean,
I've been working on my looks. Moisturizing my skin. I wear a mask at night. Like, literally a mask. Not stuff you put on your face, just a mask. Like a wrestling mask.
It just works. Keeps all the moisture in there.
Yes.
You know, smooth out the skin. See, then it's like flawless.
Yes.
Flawless. You know, beautiful.
I've been taking care of my skin, can't you tell?
Hello! What's up, folks? Okay, so anyways, I was trying to go on a little side rant here about something that happened in this match, but then we got cut off by the you look young, and then we were like, who's young?
I broke all the rules of, I broke all the rules of, you know, like isolation and like making sure your hands, you know, stay clean and everything. I just touched my face 19 times. My bad.
I think that Charlotte's being pushed down our throats.
Okay, should have not been.
John L?
I was cool with him being pinned.
John L, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that in just a second. So, anyways, side rant.
Charlotte's going to win all 3 titles.
Zelina. The issue I have with one thing they did in this match that I just don't like ever when they do it with anybody. It doesn't matter if it's Zelina. It doesn't matter if it's Lana. It doesn't matter who it is. Zelina has wrestled before, okay? She's wrestled before. She knows how to take a bump. When she gets, like, knocked off the apron and then she's, like, laying there for, like, 10 minutes, I'm like, dude. And then we're like, I can't believe that just happened.
Have y'all noticed the plexiglass?
Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have noticed it.
Did
you notice they were all standing 6 feet apart also?
I get it. She, like, just got knocked off the apron, but, like, we don't need to make a big deal about it, though. Like, right? That's just me, I guess. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe somebody else feels this way, too. Because they act like we don't know that Zelina, like, is a wrestler.
She isn't.
And she has wrestled before. And so, it's like, when she got knocked off the apron and she was all like, oh, my jaw. I'm like... And then Andrade, like, had to stop what he was doing to be like, Zelina, are you okay? I'm like, no, dude, she's fine.
I was worried for her.
Like, she's fine. Just go back in the ring and wrestle.
Plexiglass.
I don't know. That's a little pet peeve of mine that I really, 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 really very much so hate when they do that. Yeah. Not even just with Zelina, but just with anybody. It's just annoying.
I know what you're saying.
So, yeah, Apollo won, and then Andrade is in the back after, and they're like, he's throwing things around. He's a little bit upset. Just a little bit.
He was
a little bit upset.
He was very upset.
Very, very, very upset that he lost the U.S. title.
Yes.
That's that. So we then get Seth. Seth. Says, I was in a dark place. Ray was chosen to be sacrificed. I can't imagine.
I was in a dark place, so we poked his eye out.
I can't imagine the amount of pain Ray was in. I mean, his eye just pressing up against the cold steel, detaching. Ugh, I can't imagine. If that was Ray's last hurrah, then that's the way it's supposed to be. He then brings out Theory and Murphy. Murphy says, in my career I've faced obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, But I found the Messiah, and
yes,
look at me
The
now.
whole thing is on a 2-week thing.
Look at me now. Theory then says, when I came here, I thought I had friends. But when they threw me to the side, you found me. And I thank you, Seth. Seth then says tonight we will show Rey what else we can do when we fight Humberto and Aleister Black.
Is WWE turning Rey Mysterio heel? No. No. In fact, he's going to retire.
You ruined
He's going to be just like MVP.
the surprise.
Oh, sorry. He's going to retire and be like MVP and show up and wrestle every week.
You ruined the surprise.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think Taker Sting at Mania 31 didn't happen? Probably a lot had to do with Sting.
Well, but Sting wants that match.
I know. But I'm just guessing that's why.
So why would it be like him?
Because.
Because. Well, it was probably...
He didn't want to work with stupid Vince McMahon. So they just said, okay, scrap it for now.
No, but at WrestleMania 31, it was Taker versus Bray Wyatt, and Triple H was supposed to fight The Rock, but that didn't happen, so then they did Sting instead.
Yeah, that's why it happened. Sting said I'd wrestle Triple H.
Because he was supposed to fight The Rock.
Yes.
But that didn't happen.
Seth gimmick has finally grown on me. Yes.
Didn't Undertaker fight Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 31?
I don't remember. I have to go back.
Because I'm pretty sure Bray Wyatt came out...
But I don't think it's that. He's retiring.
Wasn't it like a casket match or something? Because Bray Wyatt came out and he had those scarecrow dudes and it was like such a cool entrance. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong.
Fans in. Problem is fans can't seem to social distance and don't seem to
understand.
Wear masks. They don't do anything right, as apparent by what happened, throughout the weekend.
The thing that makes it worse is that Sting lost to Triple H.
Yes.
So
I agree.
Okay, after this whole promo, I'm not
Black joins Seth.
gonna lie.
If you want to kill Aleister Black, then you have him join him. If you want to keep him going, then no.
I kind of, folks. I think I've turned the page on Seth Rollins.
Turning the page.
I was a bit. No, I wasn't a bit. I didn't like this gimmick.
Aleister put the chair down and listen to Seth. Maybe they're setting him up to take over as the Messiah. So when Seth leaves at the end of the year, you have Aleister Black taking his spot.
Maybe, and then they can do an Aleister Black and Seth Rollins feud when Seth is ready to come back because Aleister Black is running it better than Seth, and Seth is jealous and he's mad and he's angry, and so then Seth is like, "You will fall to the Messiah!"
Could be what they do.
Boom. But they won't now that we said it out loud.
And love the Messiah.
I kind of am into the gimmick now.
See?
Honestly, I
think
think...
it was good.
I
just had to build it.
They changed something. Something. I don't know what they changed, but they did something. And I like it better now. I really do. I think after the promos,
he started wearing a suit. That's all it took. It was Seth wearing a suit, and now she loves it. I hated it before.
I love the promo, though. I think
now he's wearing a suit. And
just his delivery on everything and how it's almost like... I kind of want to know what the greater good is. You know? Like, I want to know...
Yes, Austin Theory with Seth Rollins is pretty good.
I want to know what this is leading to. What's the bigger picture here of Seth Rollins taking out all these people? And then, he keeps talking about it's for the greater good and it's for the bigger picture. And I want to know what that is. I'm very intrigued as to what that could be, And I wasn't before.
Yes.
And I am now.
It's very intriguing.
It's all about that suit.
It is all about the suit.
So, I don't know.
It's more ruthless.
Something's changed. So the light bulb is on. It's on now. And it wasn't before. And that's good. So we then get a Charlotte Flair interview. She says that she's the most consistent in WWE history. I raise the bar every single time, and nobody else can compare to me. Asuka then dances up, and she's like, "Red is not your color," and then she dances off.
Seth lost his damn mind. That's what.
I love it. It was amazing. Asuka dancing. Asuka promos. Asuka on commentary. Chef's kiss. Amazing. It's awesome.
Yes. Even though you can't understand it.
I have no idea what she's saying. But it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. She's so good at what she does. And it's amazing.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where it goes.
Do you think they are getting more creative freedom?
Possibly. But we'll see.
I don't know.
Gleen, what if Bray got Seth in his mind, and we might get nice Seth and make Seth like holy. Hey, I said Bray got into Seth's mind, which is what I said this a long time ago, that Seth would change, and it's going to be all because Bray messed with him.
Well, if they do the full circle thing and decide to pull it back to that, then like cool. But I don't foresee them doing that because they're too stupid to figure it out.
Charlotte is not overexposed.
Yeah, Charlotte is overexposed.
She's going.
No, Charlotte is overexposed. She did not win tonight. She's not winning. Okay? I was very afraid they were putting her in the match against Asuka to have her lose the title because they came in and watched our videos. And I'm gonna hold off for a second. I'm gonna hold off, folks. I need you to pause with the Charlotte comments for just a couple minutes. Pause with the Charlotte comments, please. Because if you talk about Charlotte anymore, I'm gonna have to rant about it just a little bit. So just hold off until we get to it in just a couple minutes,
Eliza's
folks.
talking about spit personalities. I hope that you're social distancing so your spit doesn't hit anybody.
I like when Asuka
I can see
was
split
praising
personalities
Becky.
for Seth.
Such a class act.
Yeah,
Y'all are honestly my favorites.
How you doing, observing stuff?
Oh, well, thank you.
We tried, Justin.
Hey guys, I like the majority of this Raw. Honestly, me too. I thought the
And I
majority
look
of it was
much
good.
younger too, so that's probably helping out because I've been taking care of my skin.
So, we then get the Iconics. Peyton says, I must apologize to you because I cost us our match. But then, Billy cuts her off and she's like, no, I need to apologize to you. I shouldn't have slapped you in the face.
They're preparing you guys for Charlotte to win.
No, they're not. Stop talking because I swear to you, if we continue talking about Charlotte, I swear to you, dude. Stop in your tracks right there, please. Like, we need to wait a minute because we will not get through the rest of the show if I'm talking about Charlotte for the next 30 minutes. So just calm down.
Okay, we won't talk about Charlotte.
Okay, good. Export. Hold off, 1 second. So Billy cuts her off and she's like, no, I need to apologize to you. I shouldn't have slapped you across the face. I let my emotions get the better of me and I'm sorry. And then, Peyton is like, that really means a lot. I really appreciate you apologizing to me. It's like, we started this together. We signed our contracts together. We were tag team champions together. But when we were champions, we didn't even get a shot to defend them. We were lucky enough to get them on TV.
Iconics aren't breaking up, no.
We were just, what? We didn't get our shot. We didn't get our chance. We were pushed to the side, and we will not stand for it. Bliss and Cross come out, and they're like, you've had countless opportunities, and you've blown them. Okay? Many times. Nikki then tells off the Iconics. No, it's been more than that.
3.
They've had 2 this time around, like, since they've been back, but it's been far more than that.
7.
So Nikki tells the Iconics off. She says, I can fight for everything on my own. Okay? I came from Scotland, and I had nothing in my pockets. I knew nobody at all.
They should have went, open your pockets up now, and I want to see what you have in there.
I had to fight.
And when she opened up, there's nothing there. See, you still have nothing in your pockets.
I had to fight for everything I got. And I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any real friends until I met Alexa. Alexa changed my life. She's my best friend. We are best buddies. And I can never repay her for the kindness of her friendship. This was a good promo. I had chills, man. Like Nikki Cross, it was good. It was real good stuff. I didn't know she could cut a promo like that. Because, well, they always let Alexa talk.
It was good.
And this is where I think Bliss and Cross.
Well, the thing about Nikki...
Do you remember a year ago when we were like, their team is going to last together for about 2 months and then they're going to break apart.
They only had like 3 tag teams.
Well, then I think they found out people did like Alexa and Nikki paired together. I like them paired together. I think they really do balance each other out. Nikki is this kind of off the walls, crazy bonkers. I'm going to jump around everywhere. And Alexa is more of like, she's like calm, cool, and collected, you know? To a point.
Did the Miz go to Firefly Funhouse and why the doll's name was Mandy Rose? I don't know. That's a good question.
So, the fans were obviously acting workers.
Yes.
So, I think maybe we're starting to sense the sparks of Alexa and Nikki maybe possibly breaking up, because I really felt like when Nikki was cutting this promo, I thought she was going to say something along the lines of, like, yeah, the best thing that's ever happened to me was, Alexa Bliss and her friendship. Till now, smack, Alexa in the side of the face, and then she beats her down.
No, you don't do that when they're tag team champions. You do that after they lose the title.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I had a weird feeling that they were going to do that, but then they didn't.
People
and
say
I was glad.
Alexa and Cross are a copy of Trish and Mickie James.
I like Alexa and Cross.
Hey, thanks, James.
So
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that was that. That's cool. Then the Iconics beat down Alexa and Nikki, and they stand tall holding the tag team titles.
Yes.
They're getting a shot at Backlash, and they are winning the titles.
Yes. And then they're not going to wrestle anybody else because there's no other women's tag team, so it doesn't matter. They have to stay together, don't they? Because they have to keep feuding with the Iconics over and over again.
Well...
Because there's no other tag teams.
They can make tag teams.
Well, yeah, you can.
So, after that segment, we got Lana and MVP backstage. Lana's like, we need to talk. And MVP's like, no, we don't. And he walks off.
I don't like you.
We then get VIP Lounge with
Leave
Drew
me alone.
McIntyre. I like this. I like the VIP Lounge with Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
I thought this was good. So,
was good.
Drew comes out, he throws all the furniture out of the way, and then he's like, where's Lashley? MVP's like, Lashley won't attack you. Then he goes on to say, I want you to remember. I want you to just try to remember here, Drew. The last time that you were on VIP Lounge. Well, if you don't remember, let me refresh you. You, Claymore kicked me in the face. Drew's like, you don't have to call it the Claymore kick. You can just call it the Claymore. It's like, I was thinking two things when you Claymore kicked me in the face. One,
His promos have been lights out.
he's winning the WWE Championship. Two, when he loses the WWE Championship, I want a hand in causing that. Drew then says, oh yes, it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me. When I was here last time, I told you I don't need anybody fighting for me. I don't need anybody talking for me. And I sure as hell don't need someone to kiss my ass all the time. So I'm good. I'm good, man. MVP then says, you know what, after 13 years, Lashley's finally getting his shot at the World Championship at Backlash. Drew then cuts him off and says, 13 years. 13 years. I had to wait 19 years. And when I finally got my opportunity, it was in the main event of WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, whom I beat in less than 5 minutes. Lashley's not even going to last that long. Lashley's music hits, MVP gets Claymored in the face, and then MVP is like hanging there on the floor like,
Lashley.
And Lashley is being held back by MVP's, one hand, and MVP's like out of it, but it was great. I love this. This was so good. Drew's a perfect champion, and I love his run. The thing I like about Drew that's different than so many of the other champions that they've had in the past couple months. Well, one, he shows up to work all the time, which is nice. Two, he is willing to literally fight anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter who they are. Not at all.
Here's what I'll say about this. You see Drew showing what he can do. You're seeing what Lashley can do with someone that can speak on the mic for him and kind of push him over. So I think that this is good. This is good what's happening.
Lashley?
Having MVP with Lashley is probably the best thing for Lashley.
100% I agree. This is the most I have liked Lashley in a long time. Lashley needed somebody like MVP a long time ago. In fact, if he had a guy like MVP a couple years ago when, Brock was still hanging out and still WWE champion, I think Brock and Bobby Lashley, that would have been a money feud right there. And, everybody says this, but it would have been a money feud. And Lashley would have taken the title off of Brock, and it would have happened. But it didn't, because Lashley never had anybody that worked this well with him, and now he has that, and he is going to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't think he's going to win it this time, but I think he's going to win it down the line. If he continues with MVP.
I was going to say, if they keep him with MVP, I think he'll have a shot at winning the title. Because I think MVP has done a good job with him, and he's done a good job at...
I think, okay.
The whole thing with MVP has worked out with Lashley.
Drew and Lashley is going to be a really good match. I agree. I think the way I see it going down at Backlash, Lana's going to get involved, and Lana's going to be the reason that Lashley doesn't win. That's how it's going to go down.
Thank you for serving, James, and everybody else that has served.
I think it's pretty obvious that that's where they're headed, right? Maybe it's just me. But with everything that they're doing with Lana, and Lana's so upset about this whole thing with MVP and Lashley, that she's going to mess something up so bad in his match, she's going to cost him the WWE Championship, and he's going to say, that's it. I'm done. We're done. I'm kicking you to the curb, okay? I can't do this anymore.
What if she brings someone, like, some other person?
I mean, maybe, but I don't love that idea.
I can't Lana's tan.
So,
I feel bad for Lana.
Lana's going
Don't worry about it. She's good. She's good.
She's going to get involved. She's going to be the reason Lashley loses, and then Lashley's going to get a rematch at SummerSlam, and then maybe Lashley wins the title there. Maybe.
Might.
And I think that'd be cool. I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, I would too. Maybe this is what I would do for next week. Lana talks to Drew and says he's cute to make Lashley mad.
I don't think it's not going to make Lashley mad, though.
Yeah,
I just don't think Lashley cares anymore.
And then Bobby Lashley divorces Lana. Yes.
See, but the thing is, like,
cool.
I don't think Lashley has shown no interest in Lana.
No.
Whatsoever.
The last couple weeks, no.
Because she is the reason that he continues to lose.
Yes.
Her big mouth. So...
That was a no for me. Drew has been great in his run so far. I
agree. Drew has been phenomenal. I think he's been great.
Drew has done everything. He looks good. He's doing the promos right. He's doing good in ring. You cannot take it away from him right now.
I think it will be Lashley, Drew, Backlash, and I think it'll be Lashley, Drew at SummerSlam, though. That's what I do think. Now, whether Lashley wins at SummerSlam, I mean, that's beyond me.
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
Who can let him manage? Rusev.
Nobody. I'm fine if she just
Rusev
goes away. Because she's highly annoying, and I understand that's what she's supposed to be, but I don't know. And I just very much so dislike her.
Yes.
She's just straight up annoying, and when they put her on,
I think if she's with
when
the
they
right person,
put her on camera
annoying.
and she like does this whole I'm gonna scream my head off and like throw things, it's like, dude, it's not funny.
No, it isn't.
It's not like
manage me.
It's not funny. It's not like
the whole.
It's just not good, and I don't care to watch it. It just makes me cringe more than anything else.
I think if she's with the right person, though, I think that she could be good and help them out.
Maybe. I don't know. Did nothing for Lashley, though. So, after this...
But Lashley's like a different thing. I mean, it's a different story with him. It's like, why...
Oh, they're going to do Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. I never thought of that. They haven't used Jinder Mahal in, like, weeks, though. Like, he was on TV once a couple weeks ago, and they used him twice, and they just haven't used him since. And
he went into 2-week quarantine, I think.
Like, what are you doing with him?
Yeah, he went into quarantine.
I don't know.
Or he's stuck in Saudi Arabia or wherever he's from. India.
He's Canadian.
From Canada. That could be why he's not here.
He is here, though. He was legit here 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Why would he go back to Canada?
He doesn't like it here. We've opened everything up. Why wouldn't you go back to Canada?
A gender feud. Oh, I will pass on that one. Sorry, Maven. Lana is not in ring. Sorry, James. Yes, she is. I'm sorry. It's just facts. She's annoying. So we then get Natalya. She's supposed to have an interview, but she gets a call from her husband. And when she comes back, Charlie's like, Natalya, I'm sorry. We're out of time. And she's like...
Jinder versus Paul Cruz. That wouldn't be bad. I can handle that.
And I'm like, Natty, just stop while you're ahead. I don't understand what we're doing with her.
I do.
I don't like it.
Just let it play out.
No, I just don't like it.
Just let it play out.
No, but I think it's childish, and I think it's stupid, and I don't like it. Total Divas, if you watch, you know why. I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing with her. It's not good. Like, the issue I have with this is, like, she has no personality on her own. None whatsoever. But then when they try to give her, I don't care if
she's looked good in the ring the last couple of times. She looks
good in the ring all the time.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
She's freaking Italian Neidhart.
Okay, so what?
She's good in the ring. The issue I have is that she has no personality. She has the personality of a wet rag. And that is what drags her down so much.
I wasn't shocked since they've kind of been pushing Apollo.
I don't...
Managed by the World Lorders Ulrich Sullivan. Yeah, there we are.
They're playing off what happened on Total Divas.
That would.
Yeah, so I don't like this.
I've started to think Charlie's going to win all 3 titles, so the way WWE making it sound, I throw my TV out the window if she does. I'm assuming he's talking about Charlotte.
Yeah, probably. But I don't like what they're doing with her.
Charlotte's going to win all 3 titles.
I honestly would rather watch paint dry than watch Natty. I can't argue with you there. I mean, you're not wrong. I just don't like her. Like, she seems like she's probably a great person, like, in real life, but I don't know. I don't like her.
Baby.
I think so.
Yeah.
But she, like I said, she has the personality of a wet rag, and when they try to give her personality,
he was calling to tell her
it
she's
doesn't work.
And she needs time off because he's pregnant.
And I just don't like it.
I don't get from all you sheep. What's everyone's deal with Lana and Dana? Wish everyone give them a chance.
I've given them a chance.
The whole thing about Lana is her squeaky voice. The whole thing about Dana is
she's not good in the ring.
No.
And she has the personality of a wet sock. And that's insulting to the wet sock. So, yeah. Whatever. We then get Kevin versus Garza. Garza attacked beforehand. Garza won the match.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with this, per se. But I don't know. What are we doing with Kevin Owens?
He's helping people get over.
Okay, but like, what are we doing with him?
I don't know. We'll see.
Because, like I said, it's not like I have a problem with him putting over Angel Garza, but, like, dude should have been allowed for, like, a world title shot after Mania, and he wasn't, and they give it to Seth instead. And, I mean, I get it, he was kind of, like, injured, but why don't we push him for that now?
I don't know.
I thought Owens would help against Seth. Being a good wrestler but having a terrible personality will make everyone not invest in your matches.
Yes.
Truth.
I don't know that she's a good wrestler.
She is a good wrestler. I think she is a good wrestler. She's one of the best, like, one of the better wrestlers that they have. And, I don't know. It's just her personality, like I said, she has the personality of a wet rag, and it's not good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We then get Profits and Raiders. Golf Edition. I'm over this. It's not funny anymore. Nobody's laughing. Like, I just don't really care.
I don't get the point.
It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
Is it 10 push-ups?
So, the Profits won the entire thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, they're the Raw Tag Team Champions, right?
Yes.
It's bad that I have to ask that question. They have not been seen with the Raw Tag Team Championships in how many weeks? Several. And, I don't know, it's kind of easy to forget. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of over this whole thing. We then get Lashley, MVP, and Lana. Lana brings MVP a bag of ice. MVP is like, do you think this is a joke? Because this isn't a joke. What's happening here, this is serious business. And do you think this is a joke? And Lana's like, of course I don't think it's a joke. Of course not. And MVP and Lashley are like, well, we have work to attend to. So, shoo, get out of the way. And then Lana's all like, ah! And I'm like, stop! Just stop. I just want to mute the TV. Like, I really don't want to listen to that. So, we had that. And then we get Theory and Murph the Smurf versus Humberto and Aleister Black.
Where's Ricochet and Cedric? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Probably staying safe.
Maven went from wet mop to wet rag. Yep. I do not enjoy it. But I do want
to enjoy it. But not a fan how the tag is being treated on Raw. I've said they need to just eliminate and just have one tag.
That would be great, but
across all brands.
They're not going to. So.
No, they won't. But which is kind of stupid because you just.
I think they should do that with the tag team division. Women's division, however, I do not think they should do that with. But that's a whole other story and a whole other can of worms that we are not going to open. So, yes. So we then Theory, Murph the Smurf.
How about the women?
No. Elijah? Nope. Murph the Smurf and Theory versus Humberto and Aleister Black. Theory gets the win. Seth then gets on the mic and he's all like, Aleister, stay back, or the kid loses an eye. Aleister obeys and he throws the chair to the side and it says like, stay out of our way or we will sacrifice you too. Like we did Rey Mysterio.
New Day can come to Raw.
Bum, bum, bum. So, that was that. I liked this segment. I loved the holding Humberto's head, and Humberto was all like his eyes were like huge, and it was just like, no, don't shut my eye into the thing. I was like, it really made me laugh. So after this, we had Edge. Edge says a few weeks ago on Raw, you caught my tongue. You caught my tongue. You caught me tongue-tied. I love when I read things wrong. It's real great. It says, you laid the bait, and I bit. And now I find myself doubting my ability. Can I hang? Can I still hang with the guys? Now, I'm looking at it, and I realize I must prove myself to myself. So in a strange way, I want to thank you, Randy. I went home after our match at WrestleMania and watched the first episode of Undertaker's Last Ride. And I sat there, and in the video I said, it's hard to know when you have to retire. Taker, I get that now. I really get it. He then talks about how he fought the likes of Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Owen Hart. I was able to change my style slightly to fight each and every one of those guys. You'll notice, Rady, everything I said is in the past tense. I don't know if I can do any one of those things anymore. At Backlash, I'm going to dig into the very depths of my soul. And I'm going to try. That's all any man can do.
Observing stuff is because he knows he can win a street fight, but he doesn't know if he can win a wrestling match.
I love this promo.
I don't. This is stupid.
I think, I thought it was a good promo. And leading into the match, I'm still kind of questioning why the match is happening. But
it's going to be the greatest match ever.
No, sorry. It's going to be the greatest wrestling match.
Oh, the greatest the greatest
wrestling match.
Yeah.
Not just match in general.
Yes.
Wrestling match. I still don't quite understand why we're doing it, but I feel like it's making more sense, I suppose. I guess, and from Randy Orton's perspective, he feels that, he's the better wrestler. That's what he thinks. He thinks he's the better wrestler. And so he wants to test that theory. And Edge is doubting if he can even wrestle anymore. And so I suppose...
Yeah, I don't
guess that's the reason they're doing it. I don't understand why they're doing the match. And when they're billing it as the best match ever, it is so dumb. And it's like the dumbest thing to do ever. Because then when it's just a sucky match,
yes,
everybody's going to be like, but folks, rules. You labeled this as the best match ever. And then it sucked. So, I don't know. But... I liked the promo. I think it was a good promo. Edge always delivers on promos. They're always good. It's just a matter of what is this all for? Are we leading to something bigger? Are we not leading to something bigger? Because I like the way we left it at WrestleMania.
Yes.
But I digress. I'm just going to count the amount of headlocks and pulls in that match.
They might. Christian might.
That's funny.
That might be what they do with it.
So we then have the Profits and Raiders backstage. They choose... Well, first the Street Profits are like, yeah, we won the series of whatever. And then they were like, you know what, Raiders, you pick something. You pick something. Because the Raiders were like, we're actually good at golf, dude. We just played you like a fiddle. And they're like, no, you didn't. And then they were like, fine, you pick something dead this time. And they were like, do you guys like bowling? And they were like, bowling? And I was like, bowling?
Well, first they talked about wrestling alligators or something like that.
Well, yeah. And then it was like, no, we're not wrestling alligators. And then they were like, bowling. And then they were like, bowling. And I was like, bowling? Really? Bowling? What are we doing? So, MVP then comes up and he's like, yep, you are yet another set of people who are being wasted. You're a bunch of jokes. So then MVP and Lashley challenge the Profits to a tag match later in the evening. Alright, folks. We have Charlotte versus Natalya versus Nia Jax. I was very worried.
I take it you won, Zandel, because you're still here.
Very worried that they were going to give this match to, someone say Brolin. I was very worried that they were going to give this to Charlotte.
They're going to eventually.
Very worried.
It's going to happen.
Okay, Charlotte is overexposed. You can't sit here and tell me that she isn't, because she is. She's on every freaking show, every single week.
You have to be when you're going to win all
No, you don't.
Just saying.
A year ago, Dad lost a few fingers.
That's not good, Zandel.
Well, dude, why were y'all out wrestling alligators?
That wasn't the question. The question was, I assume you won, right? And now you're telling me people lost fingers.
Why were you guys wrestling alligators? I need more backstory on this because I want to know why you thought that was a good idea. I'm just saying. I got a couple questions, man.
That was when Zandel first got into wrestling.
He was like, if I can take this alligator down, I can take down
anybody. His dad caught him out in the backyard trying to wrestle the alligator and went in to save him.
Had to break up the fight.
Went in to save him and lost a couple fingers.
So, Charlotte, about, what was it, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, Becky got the big push.
Because we had to cook it. We worked at a food place.
Becky...
shouldn't you kill it before you get it to the food place?
So, okay.
Shouldn't it already be dead when it gets to the food place?
Okay, Charlotte, Becky. This all goes together. Just hold on, folks. Year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, when Ronda came in, the plan was to do Charlotte versus Ronda. Charlotte was supposed to get the huge push that Becky got, but Becky got over with the fans, and so they gave it to Becky instead. But they still put Charlotte in there anyways, because, well, we have to. So,
Charlotte
was supposed to get that huge push a couple years ago, and they didn't because Becky was better than her. And I'm afraid that now that Becky is gone, they're now going to attempt to do that. And when I say attempt, I mean they're going to do that. And that means she's legit going to be doing everything, and I don't like that. Like I said, you can't sit here and tell me that she's not overexposed because she is. And when she starts taking opportunities away from people like Io, from people like Bianca, who should be getting those opportunities, and they're not because Charlotte's there, that's a real problem. And if you don't think that's a problem, you're wrong, because it is a problem. I'm sorry. You're just straight up wrong. Because there's so much talent that isn't being used because Charlotte is there. And Charlotte's the problem. And until they stop using her, the problems will continue. People will lose interest. People will not watch. So, they need to be careful with what they're doing. Because we really don't need another Roman Reigns situation. Even though that's where we're headed. And we're kind of already to that point. But it's going to just get worse. And it's just not good. I just don't like this at all. She's on all 3 shows. She's overexposed. She's being pushed down our throats. Every freaking show. Every freaking week. I don't like that. At all. It's not good. Because like I said, when you start taking stuff away from Io, from Bianca hasn't even been on Raw. Hasn't been on Raw in, what, a month? She was moved over after WrestleMania and hasn't been used at all. She had 1 match against Zelina Vega and then she was sent to main event. Yes, are you freaking kidding me?
Someone you're going to have win the titles. All 3 titles.
No, that's not. Yeah. The issue is the fact that Charlotte is, what you're saying, is going to win all 3 titles. That's where the issue lies, is the fact that they need to do that. They don't. Not at all. It doesn't need to happen. No, it doesn't need to happen.
Okay.
Because it's stupid.
Yes.
Because like I said, when you have women like Bianca Belair and Io Shirai, in which Io is getting a shot at the NXT Women's Championship, and in which Io is there to eat the pin, that's it. I don't think she's winning the title. If she does, I will be very shocked, in which I don't think that's happening. If anybody's winning the title, it's going to be Rhea. Which is still stupid, because Rhea, yeah, she's Rhea Ripley. But I don't care. She has no personality right now, and that's a problem, and she needs to fix that before they go handing her the title again. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Bianca hasn't been on TV in 2 months. They legit moved her over to Raw to fight Zelina Vega once. Once. And then they put her on main event? Not even back on NXT? That's a freaking joke.
It is a freaking joke.
Bianca's been in main event for 2 weeks, I believe. That's a freaking joke.
Yes.
She is such an athlete. She is so good at what she does. I might go and say she might be one of the best women they have on that roster right now. She's that good.
Yes.
And they're not using her?
No.
On their main shows.
No.
That's a joke.
It is a joke.
And it's because of what they're doing with Charlotte and what they're doing with this person and that person. This is the reason why she's not on there.
Yes.
It's because of that.
I agree.
She could legit be in a feud with somebody right now on Raw, and she's not. She's on main event, fighting nobodies.
Yep.
Cool. I'm glad that's what we do with one of your top stars. One of your top stars from NXT, who was a top star in NXT forever. Like, I don't get it whatsoever. And it makes no sense to me at all. I don't get it.
How you doing, Cody Roy? She's not my girlfriend, dude.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This entire thing, it just very much so frustrates me. Because there are so many women on the roster that are not being used.
They're going to put...
And they should be.
Certainly going to come back. Well, again, we'll see what happens once everything opens up and people start showing up. Hey, no problem, man.
I don't get it.
I'm the one that got her interested in wrestling, so...
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Does anybody else get it?
No.
Because I sure don't get it. And I don't want to hear your crap about how they just need to give all the titles to Charlotte. No, stop with that. Stop with that nonsense right now. I will not have it.
That's what's happening.
No.
Yeah.
I swear to you. That would be dumb. I just... It angers me.
We need to just put up a video of you, like, why Charlotte Flair should not win all 3 titles.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's going to be me yelling about it for 20 minutes.
Yes.
Because I guarantee that video would get views. In what world is giving more titles to Charlotte fix the issues? It doesn't.
It's not about her winning the title. Well, it's about her winning the titles, but it's about...
What will that put her at if she wins all 3 titles?
It's about... Well, that puts her as Charlotte 3 belts, which one's up Becky's 2 belts.
Which is precisely why they shouldn't do that.
And then when she goes and wins the UK title, she'll be Charlotte 4 belts. And that'd be awesome.
No, it wouldn't!
And then she's going to throw 3 of them in the trash and say, I now declare this the WWE Women's Championship because we only need 1 title because I am the queen. Just saying.
Charlotte needs to learn how to do a proper spear. Just ask Camille how that's done. She will have to be on every brand every week, which is a problem. This is why people don't like her. This is why people, like me, sit here and yell about her for 45 minutes because she's on every freaking show.
She wins all 3 titles. Are you still throwing the TV out the window?
Yeah, I am. Every freaking show.
Then she'll.
Are you kidding me?
She'll miss out on. She'll miss out on all the Raws and SmackDowns.
You have Io. You have Bianca. You have Sasha. Like, why take the title off of Asuka? Why do that? Why put it on Charlotte? Why take the title off of Bayley and put it on Charlotte? What? That's a stupid idea. Stupid. Because A, ruins everything you got going for Asuka there. Because if you have Asuka lose to Charlotte a third time, and Charlotte continues on with her, you can't beat me, nah. No, we don't need to do that. Okay, that's going to make Asuka look bad, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not at all. Doesn't need to happen.
Maybe get off my TV.
And then you have Bayley and Sasha on SmackDown. If they take the title off of
I'm getting
Bayley,
Export's getting Mania 30.
you don't get your stupid Sasha Bayley title feud. So that's out the window. You might as well not even do it. Because you just ruined everything. So, whatever. I mean, if they want to ruin all the stories that they got going for them right now, then fine. Fine, go ahead, put all the titles on Charlotte. But I will not care anymore if they put all 3 titles on Charlotte.
Like I said, I think the whole idea is to combine it. They're going to combine it and have 1 title.
And if that's the way of doing it, it's stupid. Stupid. It's a dumb way to do it.
Going back to the women's tag titles, is it possible that they're going to eliminate the women's tag titles?
No, I
because we kind of got the whole Iconics, a hint that they could kind of split up. We got the hint that Alexa and Nikki could kind of split up.
Why bring the titles in if you're just going to take them away? That's what I think is stupid about the whole thing.
Well, because they were hoping they could have more women's tag team.
Well, except if they knew going into it that they didn't have enough tag teams and that they were only going to have 4, well, why'd you bring the titles in the first place? You had Sasha and Bayley. You had Nia and Tamina. You had the Riot Squad. You had Mandy and Sonya. You had... Who else did you have?
Because, like I said...
The Iconics. You had Alexa and Nikki. You had Kyrie and Asuka. You have multiple tag teams right there.
You just named like 90% of the roster. That means you're not going to have any singles competitors.
Not necessarily! Just because somebody goes after the tag titles one freaking time doesn't mean that they have to only go after the tag team titles. In the case of Asuka and Kyrie, when they're not tag team champions, Asuka or Kyrie could go after the singles title, no problem. Lickety split. Doesn't matter.
It's good that you came to watch our show because we'll tell you about it.
I don't... Because Vince has been an out-of-touch delusional fool for 20 years.
He has. I mean but I think
can't argue with that.
I think the whole idea was to bring the tag titles in, and they were hoping they would be able to do something with them. And I think they found out that you just don't have enough women talent to be able to pull off a tag division and a singles division.
Okay, why can't they do both? Did you literally...
Because you can have
legit,
the same
I just said, just because they are a tag team doesn't mean they can't have singles feuds. The issue they had was they broke up all their tag teams. Riot Squad disbanded. One doesn't even work for the company anymore. Mandy and Sonya, we split them up because they're feuding with each other.
Damn it.
Kabuki Warriors are still together.
I don't know.
Alexa and Nikki are still together. The Iconics are still together.
Just saying.
I don't see your logic there though, because
it makes sense.
Just because they're a tag team doesn't mean they can't be pushed for a singles title run. Like, I mean, they're a tag team, but like, look at the thing they did with Kofi. Kofi's a part of a tag team. He's a part of a trio.
And look what they did when they put him back with the tag team.
He's not doing anything right now. I mean, he's a tag team champion.
Yeah, but I mean, he lost his title, right? And then went back to doing his tag teams thing with Big E.
Okay, but he had a singles run. He was a tag team guy first.
But it was a 6-man, so they already had the tag team. The tag team was going to be there.
Okay.
That's why.
They're breaking up the Iconics.
If they do, women's division is dead. The women's tag division is dead anyway. I mean, they don't have any women's tag teams.
The entire thing.
Which is why I think I wouldn't be shocked if the Iconics don't break up. They kind of hinted at it tonight, and they're kind of starting to hint at the Nikki and Alexa splitting up also.
Xavier Woods ever coming back? I don't know, man. I thought he was supposed to get cleared like last month, and maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. Maybe they were just waiting.
Will have much better. I think the women need to have a mid-card title. I think that would help out the women's division.
Maybe they were just gonna wait until.
I think that the women's division would be much better off if they had a mid-card title. Get rid of the tag titles. Have a mid-card title. Eliminate all three of the SmackDown title, the Raw title, and they need to do the same thing with the men.
Okay, but the issue I have with that, though, is like, okay, I get it.
TV titles. Yeah,
I understand that you want to have all these separate things, or just forget all the separate things and just do the one. But the issue I have is, how do you divide that amongst 3 shows when you have... Actually, I'm not even going to include NXT in the equation because they have their own stuff, and, that's fine. With Raw and SmackDown, you have your 2 shows. How... You can't have a women's feud for the world title on Raw for months and then not have the women's title on SmackDown.
Well, this is where you have your mid-card title, or even 2 mid-card titles. Have 2 mid-card titles.
But they don't have a women's mid-card title, and that's what I'm saying. Okay, but if they don't, they have 1 women's title, and it is on 1 show. SmackDown might as well not even have a women's division then. They might as well all go to Raw. Because it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter about the brand split. It doesn't matter about all the different shows.
Isn't that crazy?
It's a stupid idea.
What a thought.
I don't like that. I would rather have everything stay the way it is and have...
WWE does do booking week by week, and it's ridiculous.
I would rather have women on both shows than just have them on one. Because if you put them all on Monday Night Raw, they're not going to get TV time. They're not going to get that much. If they're booking the world title situation for the women, that's going to be like their main focus for the women's division. And on top of all of the men's division stuff that they're doing, they're not going to have any time to do any other women's segments on Raw or SmackDown if they're putting the division on 1 show. That's the issue I have with it. Is that the women are going to suffer and they're going to get less TV time than they're getting right now. Because right now they have 3 shows, and they can divide it up and go, all right, we're putting 3 women's segments on tonight's Monday Night Raw, and we're going to have one of them be, our Raw Women's Championship feud. NXT, we have our, NXT Women's title.
Tonight should have been booked on different hours. Yeah, I can see that.
And Friday we can do 2 women's segments, 3 women's segments, whatever, and then have one of those be for our... women's championship, but the other 2 were just kind of mid-card building people up. That will not happen if you put them all on 1 show. And it's like Monday Night Raw where it's 3 hours and you will have 1 women's segment.
So think about what you
That's
have.
it.
Okay, but think about what you have now. You have 3 different titles on the 3 shows.
But women are getting more TV time than they would be if you had them on 1 show. And that's kind of where my problem is.
And you have the same issue with the men where you talk about them just redoing the same people over and over again. And so when you're trying to keep your stars out there, I think it's tougher to push people where if you give them mid-card titles... See, the issue you have right now is you try to focus on like with the men, the SmackDown title, and the Raw title, and... I mean, NXT right now is not doing a whole lot, but the NXT title, right? Mm-hmm. So then your mid card titles like sit back and mean nothing. And so when you have those titles that mean nothing, it kind of messes things up, and it doesn't work. Lana sucks, bro. She can't wrestle. She just needs to stay as a mouthpiece. Definitely.
The issue I have with this, and the point that I'm trying to make, is that if they move all the women to Monday Night Raw, and they have the one women's title right there,
and I've said that they need to do something with the women. Give them their own show.
I don't love that idea. I don't like that. I like what they do.
Well, then you're going to continue to get this.
Where
you're going to get
Flair but what you're going to get is, if you would listen to me for just a minute, the issue I have with them putting all the women on Monday Night Raw would be that their TV time is going to suffer. They will not have as much TV time as they did before, because if they're only focusing on the Women's Championship and it's going to be on Raw, and you move all 30-some women to the one show, you will not get all 30 of those women on at one time.
You don't have to move them to one show. Why are you going to move them to one show?
Because it's legit what you just said.
No, I said if they have their own show. I've said it for a long time. I said give them their own show.
And if you're putting... what I'm saying is, the way you're saying it is, it makes it sound like you're saying, oh, just move them all to one brand.
I think they all should be under
and then, what do you do? Like, that makes no sense to me.
I'm pretty sure it's
because it's taking
but if they want to make this work, they need to do it that. Becky Lynch destroyed the women's division. I think and I think that's part of the issue, because there's like the women's division overall. Well, first off, you have Sasha, who like they've tried to push and always has injuries, always has something going on to where she can't wrestle. We've complained about some of the other women that aren't good in the ring. So you know what? Maybe
they should do. Maybe they should send them back to NXT. So maybe they should let them train.
And then
maybe, just maybe, we would like them a little bit better than we do now. Did we ever think of that, WWE? No, I don't think so, because we're stupid.
I just think you could.
Can somebody explain to me how Becky Lynch destroyed the women's division?
You could do a lot more with if you put the women all together. And I've said the same thing with the men. Put them all in one group, and then split your stuff up over 3 shows. And you could do a lot more with it that way. And then your mid card titles mean something. Not just we got 19 titles on this brand and 19 titles on this brand.
Okay, but just the thing with WWE is it doesn't matter how they divide things. It doesn't matter if they get rid of championships until they get better stories and until they know how to write good stories. Nothing's gonna change. It doesn't matter if we're trying to focus on one thing. It doesn't matter. If they don't know how to write a good story, nobody's gonna care if it's for a championship or not.
Well, there's no doubt if there's not good stories.
The issue is they don't know how to write a good story right now.
Okay, but the issue is when a third of your talent is here, and a third of your talent is here, and a third of your talent is here, you have to. You have big star here and a big star here and a big star here. It makes it tough. You're not going to be able to go, okay, we're going to get this big match. We're going to really push this, without having the same matches repeat over and over again.
But why can't they have the big match?
Because they're on different shows.
What? What are you even talking about?
If you have your big stars on different shows, then you're not going to have the big matches.
Okay. What does that matter? Like, I don't want to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins 92 times, though.
It's not about seeing Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins 92 times.
I don't want to see Charlotte Flair versus anybody. And she's one of the big stars, and she's on all 3 shows at the moment. That's why I don't want to see anything of hers.
Well, whatever.
It's because she's on all 3 shows,
yeah,
dude.
We'd rather watch Natalya.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Honestly, at this point in time, if you sit here and you ask me, what would I rather watch? Natalya wrestling and cutting terrible promos, or watching Charlotte Flair on every freaking show for the rest of my life? I would sit there and I would tell you, show me Natalya and her terrible promos. I'll sit through that. And I'll sit here and I'll criticize it, but it is much better than watching Charlotte Flair on all 3 shows.
You would watch Natalya for 2 or 3 weeks and go, this sucks.
Yeah, I might.
Watching this.
I might. but it's better than watching Charlotte Flair on all 3 shows because I don't care anymore.
Okay.
There are women that are not getting opportunities because she's on all 3 shows.
Yes. Okay. I mean, I just think that if you...
I'm not wrong, though! You have Io Shirai. You have Bianca Belair. You have all these different people that are not getting TV time. They're not getting shots at the titles. They're not getting anything because you have Charlotte Flair on all 3 shows. Tell me I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that Bianca Belair is not getting on TV because she's not good. Or whatever the case may be. She is so good. She is far more athletic than 95% of the roster. She has more charisma in her pinky finger than 95% of the roster has, folks. So don't sit here and tell me that Bianca Belair shouldn't be in a big-time feud on Raw or SmackDown or NXT right now. No, you know where she is? Her butt is on the bench. Or she's sitting down wrestling on main event that nobody sees. Alrighty then. Cool. Epic. I don't think so. I'm not cool with that. Not at all.
You know you don't live for this.
Not at all. No, it's not okay that there are women on the roster that aren't getting shots at things because you have Charlotte Flair on all 3 shows. That's one women's segment gone.
Show Maven's rants.
Gone. Because Charlotte Flair is sitting there on her throne doing nothing. Epic. I don't get it. I don't get it.
She's going to win all 3 titles.
I don't get
If
it.
it wasn't for Becky Lynch, what is division? Oh, yeah. Io's getting TV time in NXT. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. Io's...
I don't get it.
That's
I
weird.
don't get it. Charlotte Flair equals minus ratings. She needs to go for real. Like, please. We need more KO on Raw. Yeah, please. You think that's bad? Wait till The Rock's daughter comes up. Ha ha. Well, I'm entertained.
I think YouTube's been
That's what I'm here for, folks.
Wait till tomorrow and you'll be able to comment. Like tomorrow afternoon. It's been taking forever to get stuff to upload too, so I don't know what's going on with that.
I just don't get it.
We need more KO on Raw. Yeah, that'd be good. You think that's bad?
Io's fighting for the women's title? Okay, Io might be fighting for the women's title. Io might be getting TV time, but that doesn't mean jack squat if she won't get any higher than that. Because she should be the NXT Women's Champion right now, but she's not. You know why? Because Charlotte Flair's the NXT Women's Champion. Why? Nobody has no idea. No clue. None whatsoever. And I have no idea why she's Women's Champion.
I know exactly why.
Makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I know exactly.
Io has hit the glass ceiling. This is as high as she's going to get in NXT, and it's been made pretty freaking clear.
Hey, guess
so as soon as her contract's up, she needs
hit
the
I was commenting, but...
front door. Hit the front door. That's what she needs to do. She just needs to get out of there as soon as her contract's up because she's not going to get any higher than where she's at right now. And it's been made perfectly clear. So...
But she had the worst title record in your opinion.
Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair. I just spilled my water all over myself.
Good job. And it will stay.
Does Vince have grandkids? They will be Charlotte times 10. It didn't get on my shirt. It got on my shorts. It's okay.
Can't have one of the worst.
No, I'm pretty sure Charlotte's is the worst. I'm pretty sure Charlotte Flair...
Maybe equals ratings. You are the best for Monday Night Raw commentary.
Maven, he said guys, though. Well, Charlotte Flair might as well win the men's title at this point. I mean, she wins everything else. So
yeah, she's going to be Charlotte 6 belts.
You know, whatever. It doesn't make a difference.
NXT Women's and Men's titles.
I don't get it.
Yes, Big Show I had one of the worst ones, too.
I don't get it.
She will then go on to win the men's and women's Raw title, Universal title, whatever the crap it is. And then she will go on to win the SmackDown titles.
Charlotte?
She'll have them all.
Charlotte will then go and she will resurrect...
5 of them in the trash.
No, she will resurrect all the titles.
Says hi.
She will resurrect all the titles from
Maven, you better
titles past
if you're spilling a drink on yourself.
And she will win all of those too. Former World Heavyweight Championship, all of the different styles. She will win every single one of those so she can be Charlotte 2000 belt. Belts plural.
I would say...
And yeah, so that's the way it's going to be.
Well, Fetchie, I would say Andrade... Well, it depends on what he wants to do or how they take this. I think if you get another shot at Cruz, definitely. Undertaker didn't have that good of a world title record. Undertaker should have never won the title. He's kind of like The Fiend. Should never win the title. Baby Flair needs to not be a Baby Flair so much. Yes.
Again, just push James
yes,
in line.
Cody, good job.
That's
Undertaker never needed the title.
Only
Just like The Fiend doesn't need the title.
And takes whoever is. James, no stop.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't need Dana or Lana either because they suck just as much as Charlotte Flair. But Charlotte Flair is worse than them.
Yes.
By a long shot. But they're still pretty bad.
She is worse.
So.
She's the worst ever.
Yeah.
One of the worst ever
Yep.
to be a champion.
Yep. It's because she's on TV way too much.
It's okay. She's going to be Charlotte 3 belt soon.
If it wasn't for Becky Lynch, the women's division wouldn't be where it is now. Honestly.
No, well, let's be real. If it wasn't for Nia Jax, the women's division wouldn't be where it's at now.
If you run that crap on me,
thank you.
I will.
That's right. Thank
hit
you.
you upside the head.
Just saying.
Okay, it will hit you upside the head.
Becky
was big way before that. Don't even get me started, because if you do, we're gonna spiral, and we will not get through the rest of Monday Night Raw.
Taping today. Yes.
I saw that. He's also been moved from the alumni section back to the Superstars roster. So is he hired?
Him and Drake Maverick.
Is he hired? Is he fired?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows, folks. Not me, not you, not anybody. So after this match, Asuka's on commentary for it. That was enjoyable.
Even though you couldn't understand her.
It was enjoyable. Nia won the match. I'm very glad.
I tried to do Google Translation. It didn't work.
I'm very glad that Nia won and Charlotte didn't win.
James, we would never ban you.
He renewed his contract, I heard. Maybe he did.
I think it's YouTube having issues. Our shows haven't been uploading right away either. They take 24 hours to upload for whatever reason. He renewed his contract, I heard. Well, that is interesting.
So, Nia won the match. I'm glad.
One of the greatest of all time.
That Nia won and not Charlotte.
One of the greatest. No doubt about it.
Sorry, I'm representing the
people that spill stuff on their shirt.
The beautiful stylings of
yeah, who knows?
Cut out shoulders.
AJ is completely
and
SmackDown.
blue.
Yes, he is.
And pink.
AJ is the one that built the SmackDown house or whatever.
The house that AJ Styles built.
Yeah, whatever.
You don't even know how it goes.
Who cares?
You're lame. So, Nia won. I'm glad Nia won and not anybody else.
Yeah.
TBH, I didn't win anyone from that triple threat to win.
I would have picked the ref.
All I'm saying is Asuka better beat Nia, because if Nia's the next champ and they're taking the belt off of Asuka right now, I'm going to be a little upset and we're going to have a huge rant on the Backlash stream. So yes.
Oh boy, come around and watch that.
So folks, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, woo!
I have nothing against Nia. I actually like Nia. Think she's cool.
But if she wins, we're gonna have a rant.
But yes, if she wins, I'm gonna have a problem with that because I'm on the Asuka train and Asuka needs to hold the championship for quite some time. And if she does not, I'm gonna be a bit upset.
I was on Instagram Live, this wrestler, and his name was Coco Channel. That is interesting.
Or Chanel.
Or Channel.
Or Chanel.
Whatever. I like Channel better.
Nia Jax is the worst ever. Hell nah. Injures too many females. See, I think Nia gets a lot of flack because of her size and because she's so much bigger than him.
She's 6'9".
And you know, when she punches somebody, it's gonna legit hurt. And so I think that she.
Yes, I think so.
See, Coco Chanel. I'm not stupid.
Chanel.
Yeah.
I like Channel better.
Perfume. Chanel. You know, never heard of it? Obviously not.
Does he wrestle? What's his name? From AEW. Stormy, what's his name? Sunny Kiss, that's it.
Probably not.
Does Coco Chanel wrestle Sunny Kiss?
What channel is Coco on? Where was I going with this? Oh yes, Nia. I feel like
Pineapple Pete.
Pineapple Pete.
Yes.
But I think
they're doing this to Charlotte all until Becky returns in December. Can't come fast enough. God, I miss Becky. They can't do that, can they? Do you get people in here that say wrestling is fake? We have, yes. We have had people say wrestling is fake. Don't ever come in here and tell me wrestling's fake! I'm kidding.
Wrestling is fake? Wrestling is fake?
I can't believe that.
I thought I hated Charlotte Flair the person.
Yes.
She really... What? Wrestling is fake? I can't believe it. I think my life is ruined. I don't think I can continue
we have
on with the
completely
show.
lost it now.
I can't continue.
That's right.
I can't continue,
Gus,
man.
in the channel is over because wrestling is fake.
I can't continue. I gotta go cry.
Yes, Becky will not be full-time anymore. He wrestled the Von Erich's sons and he wrestled on Booker T's show before. Check it out.
So,
I've seen the Von. So is wrestling fake? Depends on what you call fake. Is Superman fake? Because if he is, don't tell me because I believe in him.
Is Rey Fenix?
Is the Tooth Fairy fake?
Is Rey Fenix?
Because I believe in him too.
Is Rey Fenix?
Or her.
Can I finish?
Is Santa Claus fake? Because I believe in him.
Is Rey Fenix breaking his butt fake? Is Britt Baker busting her leg?
No.
Fake?
No. I don't think so.
I don't think so. So, I don't know. Wrestling is fake. Star Wars is real. Yeah, you bet your bottom dollar Star Wars is real.
Hey, I saw...
I met Luke Skywalker once.
Darth Vader was out there. Yep, all fake. They are not. Don't tell me that. Taker is a dead man. He is. He's risen from the grave. Aleister Black does it every week.
Who says Becky won't be full-time anymore? I don't think she's going to be full-time anymore.
She's not going to be full-time anymore.
I think she'll be back and she'll have a couple good feuds, but I don't think it's not going to be like year-round.
Pretty much a given. Cool Cactus says it's fake. That's pretty cool.
If that happens, Becky should go into the Hall of Fame. No, she shouldn't go into the Hall of Fame yet.
No.
I mean, she should be going into the Hall of Fame, like, down the line, but, like, not yet.
With Nia Jax's picture in the background.
I'm going to pow your face so you know what it feels like to break your nose.
But if you do that...
And then maybe you'll be famous.
Guess what?
But you know what? I'll probably be famous because I'm the one who punched you in the nose, and everybody will see it here. You will have blood pouring down your face because I will have punched your nose in.
It's 100% fake. No way. No chance. Not 100% fake.
Wait, what else do we have in the show left? Well, we still have a lot to go through here. I mean, not a lot, but a decent amount of stuff. Because I went on a 30-minute Charlotte rant, and then it turned into a women's division rant, and that was another 15
it says
minutes.
100.
So...
Yes, I see that. But I give 110%, so 10% of it is not fake.
So Nia won the match. We then get Drew. And Kayla... Well, he's like, oh, Kayla, you just caught me on my way out. Kayla's like... You know,
That's funny.
That
I wonder how
Lashley...
Ronda feels that Becky got pregnant on the job and Ronda took a year off and still can't get pregnant. That's funny.
Woo! Kayla informs...
It says 100. Yes, it does say 100. Correct.
Kayla informs him that Lashley and MVP are fighting the Profits tonight. And Drew says, you know what? I think I might have forgotten something. I've got this feeling that I won't find what I'm forgetting until Lashley's match is over.
No, it says 100.
I see 110.
It does say 100.
I see 110.
Oh, yes. 100.
And 10.
Okay, 110. Shayna Baszler, where is she? Also Bianca Belair. They are resting.
I want to know, somebody tell me, real quick. Can somebody explain to me how Natalya even got into the match? She lost to Shayna Baszler twice in a row.
Yes.
In a matter of 2 weeks.
Correct.
How did she get put into a shot for the women's title and Shayna Baszler didn't? What?
I keep putting negative 100. Oh, I just thought you were putting a dash in there, like to make it emphasize 100.
I just don't get it.
Gotcha.
I don't get it.
Cool.
I'm done.
Vince doesn't like Shayna. Yes.
So, we then get a recap of Gronk's 24/7 journey. Because Natty deserves it. That's why. Because Natty doesn't deserve it. She lost 2 weeks in a row. How does that mean she deserves a match for, like, a shot at the title? I'm guessing because they want to protect Baszler. Since. I'm guessing so, too. That's probably why they didn't put Baszler in there. Because Baszler's going to win it off of Asuka later down the line. But, still. You know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. How, like, if you were going to do this anyways, why do all the Shayna matches? Like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Whatever. So, we then get Truth. Truth says, I've been informed the 24/7 champion is not Tom Brady. The 24/7 champion is Robert James Gronkowski, a.k.a. Rob Gronkowski, a.k.a. Gronk. Now, I'm sorry to Tom Brady because losing the 24/7 championship hurts, man. It hurts real bad.
No, she has no charisma.
He says, but this is a warning to you, Rob Gronkowski. I'm coming for you, or any other football guy. He then puts on some football pads and goes, and I was like, that's
Truth
funny.
Is the best.
I loved this. This was so funny. This was hilarious. Shayna made a great tweet about it. Yeah,
Wrestling
man.
is fake, then why is Santa real and the Tooth Fairy fake? Why is the Easter Bunny real? They're all real. None of them are fake. 100% real.
I saw them all with my
I
own
saw the
two
Easter
eyes.
Bunny the other day.
He had a mask on.
Yeah.
He's grocery shopping.
Yes.
For
In fact,
carrots.
I've seen the Easter Bunny on wrestling once.
Me too.
Yeah.
I also saw that.
Yeah.
I've also seen
crazy.
Santa Claus on wrestling.
Yes. Is that nuts?
I've yet to see the Tooth Fairy on wrestling.
That's because
though.
she's pretty sneaky.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Anything I can do to clear it up. Trying to help you out, Cool Cactus.
So, well,
I saw God on wrestling. Yeah, see, we even saw God on wrestling once.
so,
And Scooby-Doo.
yeah, man, Scooby-Doo
Scooby-Doo's in
too. Scooby-Doo, yep. You never know what you're going to get when you're watching wrestling.
What's going on with Alexa Bliss? I have a feeling they're going to... Oh, the whole thing. We'll talk about that in a minute.
So, Gronk then has an interview, and he says...
Have y'all went out in public today? Yes, we have been out in public.
Well,
We've taken some walks.
yeah, we have. I try to avoid people at all costs, though.
Yes, JD from New York said some things about Alexa Bliss.
Unprofessional
definitely.
things. So, Gronk then has an interview. He says he's ready because he has eyes in the back of his head, and, like, Truth is like, yeah, whatever. So, yeah. We have that. We then get Ric Flair, and he's all like, yeah, Randy Orton will win the best match in the world. Damn, antisocial match? Yes.
Yes.
I avoid people at all costs.
We avoid people all the time.
And when I see people, I have a mask on.
Yes.
So, I mean, but I try to stay away from people.
That's because we try to be the Lone Ranger.
Well, because I try not to be sick. So,
That too.
yeah. So we then get Liv. She says, my biggest struggle in life is knowing my self-worth. For a while, I felt like I was floating around and didn't know if I was going to hit the sun or crash and burn. Life keeps changing all the questions. But I'm going to continue to be living my best life.
Yes.
I hate this.
Didn't get what they're doing. Is that the same shirt?
I very much so hate this.
I don't know.
It might be.
Could be.
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. I very much so hate this. God bless the NXT talent for standing for 3 hours. Yes, please.
That was nice of them. I'm getting to the point where I don't even leave the house without my mask. I wear a mask all the time too.
Going on another rant. This time it's going to be about Liv Morgan.
Might as well.
Liv should have come back as Sister Abigail.
Might as
They
well
want her to come back, in my
the
opinion.
Riot Squad.
Might as
I
well.
think they could do something with You Are a Genius, Cool Cactus. The Riot Squad is pretty cool. If they do it right, they could do something with that.
See, but the issue... I haven't seen the Liv promo, but did she cry again? It wasn't like crying, but it was very like whiny,
Yeah.
and it's very much so like I don't like it.
It was bad.
Like if you listen to the way I said it, it was very much so kind of like that.
Definitely.
My biggest struggle in life is knowing my self-worth. For a while, I felt like I was floating. And I didn't know if I was gonna hit the sun or crash and burn. Life keeps changing all the questions. But I'm just gonna keep living my best life.
Santa Claus is real.
That's pretty much how the promo went
I got
down.
the Fiend one. I was looking at them, and now they're like restocked or backstocked for till like June 22nd or something like that.
I very much so don't like this. It's very whiny. It's very like not good, and it's like, what are you doing with her? Pick a gimmick, folks. Pick a gimmick. It's not that hard to do. Pick a gimmick. Pick a gimmick. You bring her in and she's its fool. You do the Riot Squad thing. You do nothing with the Riot Squad thing. You do this. It's like, what are you doing?
Export, that is a good question. Nobody has a clue what they're doing with her.
Pick a gimmick.
And yes, I think there's supposed to be a crowd at NXT and SmackDown. Because I think they're planning on doing that all the time.
Because they pre-filmed it tonight.
Yeah.
And that crowd that was standing there for Raw legit was standing there for, like, ever.
Yeah.
They were not just filming
Didn't they fire
Raw. They were filming, Friday shows, too.
Might have been.
Yeah. They fired Sarah Logan a couple weeks ago.
Where does the TNT title fall in your power rankings? Way low, because I didn't like the way they did it.
After looking at it with the gold plates, I like it a little better. With the silver plates, it looks like a Raw Tag Team Championship, and I really, really hate that. So, yes. So after that, we have Seth versus Aleister. That's announced for next week. And next week, Rey Mysterio is supposed to give his retirement speech. So we'll see if that's legit or not. We then get Street Profits versus MVP.
He's going to get on and he's going, I've been thrown through a wall. I've been thrown off a building. And I've had my eye gouged out. It's time for me to quit. Thank you to all the people, all the little people that supported me. Wait, all the bigger people that supported me because they're all bigger than me. I appreciate it.
And I dedicate this to my son Dominic.
Have a wonderful life.
The only way I'm okay with it is if he takes his mask off and he hands it to Dom. The only way I'm okay with his retirement speech, and I know it's legit, is if he takes his mask off and he hands it to Dominic and says, "You carry on the legacy."
Yes.
That's the only way I know it's legit.
And,
but I'm afraid that mask won't fit Dominic's head.
I was going to say, Dominic goes, "Dad, this doesn't even fit."
Like, it's not going to fit Dominic's head, but...
Why'd they stop the storyline with his son?
I don't know.
I think that Vince just decided his son wasn't...
good
or
enough.
somebody decided that his son wasn't good enough. That's
So,
my guess.
Street Profits versus MVP and Bobby Lashley. The ref ends up calling the match after Lashley puts the full Nelson on Montez Ford. It's like a DQ. Drew McIntyre comes out and beats the crap out of Lashley. Then the NXT roster comes from, the crowds or whatever and tries to pull them apart. And then Drew and Lashley just kill all of them.
Yes.
That was fun. I like Lashley using the full Nelson because nobody uses that. And I think it's really cool to see him kind of use like an old school move.
I think it's a possibility that Little Fettuccine that they do join MVP.
They made the retirement announcement even more obvious that it's a work by making Seth hosting it next week.
Yes.
Velasquez is gone before he even started. Yeah, he was fired, quit, whatever the case may be.
He needed to move on.
He was gone. He's gone.
That's Chris Masters' move. Yes.
I love the...
It was Hercules' move, too.
I love the full Nelson because it's such like a classic move and nobody does it. And I love that Lashley can sell it and make it look vicious, And I think it's something that is going to be, his like trademark and stuff. And it's going to work for him. And I love it. And I think it's epic.
He was trash.
Because it's something different.
To get his payback from UFC. Yes. I thought it was stupid having him come in anyway. Chris Masters perfected it. Yes.
So
what were the couple things we were going to talk about? Because I don't even remember now.
Alexa
was one. What was the other one? Wasn't there something else?
I have no idea. I'll look on Twitter and see if I find it.
We need to start taking notes. Oh, we do. We just didn't put those down. All right.
I don't know.
The whole Alexa thing, I think, is stupid. The guy from New York is kind of a loser.
That's a nice way to put it.
I mean, if you want, because we criticize, the ways people wrestle and things like that, but you can be respectful in criticizing people and not say, like, stupid stuff. I'm sure people criticize our show, which is okay. Because that's life. Wait, what guy from New York? JD from New York.
He has a podcast.
Yes.
I don't even know what it's called.
He is always negative. I watched him a couple times.
But he said some not so great things about Alexa, some very insulting things about Alexa, and Alexa didn't stand for it. Alexa put up a tweet, and she was like, generally I don't respond to this type of stuff, but I'm going to, because this is garbage.
Yes.
Like, excuse me, what? I don't think so. And then there were a whole bunch of wrestlers that, were like, yeah, this dude is trash. And so, a lot of people kind of came to, back her up and help her out, which I think was cool. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a trash human being.
Pretty much.
That's how we describe somebody like him.
Yes.
So, trash human being.
It was disrespectful. Twitter was a mess, but the whole wrestling scene was like a mess because of it.
Mess. Giant mess. Just disrespectful. Not cool. Terrible. Awful. Negative. You. Gross. Go away. We have no use for you in the wrestling community. Get lost! Go be a jerk somewhere else.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yes.
Is that the last thing we had to talk about?
Oh, I know who y'all talking about, because he blocked me on Twitter a while ago because I said something about Taker. Or because he said something about Taker. That's nice, man. It's nice. I think a lot of people blocked him.
No, he blocked Zando.
Oh, he blocked you. Sorry. Whatevs. But I bet a lot of people blocked him because he's annoying.
So apparently he didn't like what you were saying, right, Zando? I'm assuming? Did you talk about the fight at the end?
Yeah, we kind of touched on that.
Yeah.
The fight at the end of the show?
Yeah.
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 It was kind of... It was a little silly looking. I mean, with, like, the NXT wrestlers. And then he was all like... I was like...
Yeah.
Whatevs. So did anybody see Being the Elite? I haven't watched the video yet, but I saw screenshots, and the Young Bucks were wearing the gear that the Revival was supposed to wear.
Oh, that was the other thing we were going to talk about.
And it was funny.
Yeah.
And Marty Scurll was on there, and they were supposedly, based on what I've read, they were kind of talking about how we need to, like, come back together as a unit. And they were like, we just need something or some person. If somebody was to walk through the door.
No, Drew didn't sell that spear, no.
And Marty Scurll walked through the door. He had a mask and sunglasses on, and he took them off, and he was like, hey, guys. Yo, what's up? And they just, like, completely ignored him, and then he just, like, walked out.
Yeah.
And I read an article
that was the other
where
thing
he said something about how he's, like, one of the high-up dudes now, like, the highest dude in he's, like, one of the writers and stuff. And
there are rumors that AEW and
Ring of Honor
could potentially be working something out to do some, I suppose, cross-promoting stuff. That was the other thing we were going to talk about.
Mm-hmm. I think it's cool. I think it's not a bad thing. I think it would be actually a really good thing for AEW because, there are a lot of people who are bigger names in, Ring of Honor and stuff. And Marty Scurll, he's very talented. He's a very smart dude. He knows what he's doing. And, I think working with AEW
cool. Yeah, and I
cool.
wonder if they won't do something with, like, NWA also.
Mm-hmm.
Have all three do a cross-promoting type things.
Because they all have connections. I mean, together. They all do.
And I think each of these organizations are a little more willing to do it than WWE would be.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
There's going to be a 2K22 they put up on Twitter. What fans want to see in 2K22. They're actually listening to the fans. Nobody watches NWA. I watch NWA. Jim Cornette made some negative comments about Becky Lynch. She said a woman in the WWE doesn't need to be pregnant. Yes, he did. You are correct.
Trash.
So 2K22 is going to come out. What's y'all's opinion on Marco Stunt? He should wrestle females like Andy Kaufman used to do as small as he is. It's painful to watch him wrestle men twice his size.
I love Marco Stunt.
Some of the men are like 3 times his
He's
size.
my favorite. I love watching Marco Stunt get killed.
So
I love it.
Who's doing the 2K game?
I love it. It's amazing.
Who's making it?
Somebody.
Is it the same people that made it the last time? There's a small company that wants to remaster Raw vs. SmackDown 06. Yeah, I've seen that out there too.
I'm looking at Twitter and I'm not seeing anything else.
All right. I think that's pretty much it. Our show is over.
Oh! Matt Riddle. Okay. Is supposedly.
All right.
It's rumored that Matt Riddle is going to be switching over from NXT to Raw or SmackDown.
Yep. Y'all can check 2K Twitter. I'll check that out.
Hmm.
I don't know who is making the game. 2K is doing 2K21 or SVR 2K21 as I've heard. That's cool.
Interesting.
That's cool. I'll check it out. 2K Twitter.
Interesting.
So Matt Riddle's going to make the jump to something else.
John L. just said something about it. Did you hear about Matt Riddle and how he's supposed to be bringing him up to the main roster? Yeah, I just read that on Twitter. I think it's cool if they, like, you know, use him right. I could be fine with it.
Yeah. I think the big thing is using...
Oh, supposedly, potentially, SmackDown is the word.
Well, that's cool.
I think they could do some fun stuff with him on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Definitely some fun feuds and stuff. Maybe he'll get I don't know. I was going to say get a push for the IC title, but, I mean, I don't know how, you know, relevant that would be. But regardless, it would be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I'm down for it. I like Matt Riddle. Bro.
All right.
Bro.
We're going to take off. We'll be back Wednesday with our AEW...
I just hit your head.
We'll be back Wednesday with our AEW and NXT show.
Let's try it again.
We'll see what happens. See if they make an announcement that Matt Riddle's going to be going to SmackDown or something like that. With that,
man.
We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Everybody have a good one. Stay safe. Make sure that you wear a mask when you go out so you don't kill somebody. Or make them really sick. Like Maven. Peace out, people.
Hashtag wear a mask for Maven.
Yes. Hashtag wear a mask for Maven.
Peace out, guys.
We're out, guys. Later.